Are there giant creatures around us, in our realm? We know of many petrified ones, but how about supergiants, unimaginable huge creatures? There are always legends and stories about insanely huge creatures. Where are they now? How about being frozen or asleep? I have come across few people online claiming that this right here is dragon or snake being hibernated, and in fact asleep meaning alive. Let's investigate this further. This place is called Drake Passage. It connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and is considered one of the most treacherous maritime routes in the world. It is around 600 miles. It is named after the 16th century English explorer Sir Francis Drake, although he never actually sailed through it. How about this? The term Drake has its origins in the Old English word draka, meaning dragon or serpent. Let that sink in for a moment. In medieval European folklore and heraldry, drakes were considered a distinct category of dragon, differentiated from the larger, winged dragons. Is there any chance that Drake Passage is named after the serpent or dragon rather than Englishmen who never passed by this place? Also, they only discovered it in 16th century, but this place has been there before with civilizations aware of it long time before them. Let's zoom in and look into this place. This does look like head of some reptile, and in the nose part there are equally separated openings. It's hard to see exactly because Google has blurred this area around those islands. People claim there are craters with a smoke that would indicate nostrils breathing smoke. Keep in mind the size of this place, it's over 600 miles, that's 1,000 kilometers. As you can see, these are equally spreader islands. Is this all coincidence? The shape is just so much resembling a reptile and nostrils. First is Zavadovsky Island. It is uninhabited volcanic island. Now this will shock you. Island consists of the active stratovolcano Mount Currie, which has a fumarolically active crater on the southwestern side. It's a crater with active volcano which has erupted many times, last time in 2016. It constantly lets the steam out that can be seen from above. Island is part of UK. Next it's Visokoi Island. Again is an uninhabited volcanic island. It consists of one major stratovolcano, Mount Hodson, with few eruptions at the past. Candlemas Island is a small, uninhabited volcanic island. Lucifer Hill has numerous fumaroles emitting volcanic gases and may have produced lava flows as recently as the 20th century. There is always blurred out area outside the island view. Even photographs online focus mainly on the island, it doesn't show anything beyond them. Saunders Island is a crescent-shaped volcanic island. All of those islands are British, by the way. Active stratovolcano Mount Michael, which has a lava lake in its summit crater and fumarolic activity indicating recent eruptions. Another active volcano island called Montague. It has steam emissions and lava flows. Next is Thule Island, has volcanic activity, with reports of steam from the crater lake and ash emissions. Thule has been the subject of territorial disputes between the UK and Argentina due to its strategic location. As you have seen, all these islands are active volcanoes with craters of some sort. Could that be a huge creature in state of brumation? Reptiles find a spot in the water and allow the surface to freeze around them, leaving just their snout exposed to breathe. Their metabolism slows drastically, with their heart rate dropping to only 3 beats per minute. This allows them to remain mostly motionless and conserve energy while submerged under the ice. As long as their nostrils remain exposed, they can survive for months in this dormant state. Taking into account the climate in that area, it makes one wonder. There are several myths and legends across different cultures that describe gigantic serpents or dragon-like creatures sleeping or dwelling in the depths of the oceans. The Zuni people of North America had myths about the sea god Kalawezi, which was likely a sea serpent creature. Jormungandr, also known as the Midgard serpent, is a legendary sea serpent from Norse mythology described as a massive snake that encircles the entire world and lives in the ocean. Now what would it take to wake up a hibernated reptile? It would need to become hot enough for the ice to melt and waters to become warmer already. And to add this up, this activity on so-called Bouvet Island is right next to the Drake Passage. Let's have a look. There is recorded unusual activity around the island since February this year with some sort of radiation beaming from the island. Some claimed that this can cause waters to warm up too much and cause weather changes and hurricanes. The warming up factor, however, is the one that we are looking for. Our Patreon members will already know what we are talking about. If you pay attention to the location of this island being south below African continent right next to the Drake Passage.
What if I told you that what that is in the ocean can destroy the entire planet as we know it, and the entire world's military should be on call and on go? Now, let's talk about it. Godzilla ain't got shit on this. This reptile that could potentially be inside of the ocean that big, let me show you what I believe it is. I think it's warming up, and this is waking up. What in the absolute? Let me show you something on Google Maps. Watch this. Look at this, people. Do you see that? It has scales, people. It has knocked its way through South America and Antarctica, and it has scales, people. Look at this shit. You can't make this up. Please go to your own browsers and pull this up, people. Please go and pull this up so that you know that I am not going. Look at this. And I want you to see what area it's in. The same anomaly. Look where it's headed. Look. Off the coast of Africa. This is where we seen that anomaly at. All the way up the coast of Africa. And they told you it was the size of South America. Look at it. It is the size of South America. What in the absolute is in our ocean, people? Do y'all not see that? Those are scales, people. That is undeniable. Listen, eyes. Look at that eye. Look at that eye. Look at the holes throughout the nose on the front, people. This is in our ocean right now as we speak. There is a 5.4 earthquake that just happened on the head of that serpent. You guys, this dragon is waking up. And I'm about to prove to you that this dragon is waking up. Not only is it waking up, this dragon is the size of multiple continents. This is where the serpent, Drake's Passage, or Dragon's Passage, is located right there. And if you look right here, you can see this is where the Ring of Fire starts, right at the neck of this thing, all right? And it comes up here, and I told you guys, these are wings. Look at that. South America is a wing. But if you follow this line, this bloodline right here, I believe is a vein, a major vein. That is, if you see it goes around there, it's following the same line over here as the Ring of Fire. All right, now watch it. It's going to continue to go, goes all the way around. All right, you can still see that line. You can watch it go up here, it goes up North America. All right, that same line is right there. It's going to come around. And this is where that you can see North America only has little spots. That line is not that dark there. The darker the line. So this is San Andreas Fault also running along there. And you can see where it starts to darken again. All right, where it starts to darken in that loop. You see that? Those are going to be more active places. You see over here in that loop, things are more active right there. All right, we'll come back over here, continue to follow. This is still the wing, people. This is the wing. It takes that much. This is all of it. This is the wing, the left wing of this serpent, you all. This is the left wing right there. All right, and the right wing right here is Antarctica. We know this place is not a ball, but it runs from Antarctica and it comes here. This wraps the world. Whenever you guys see, look, here it is. It comes all the way out here. This is the same. You're not going to see these that active because they have this thing frozen in hibernation, people. This wing is froze so that this reptile cannot move. Right now we have global warming and all of this is starting to melt.
And it could not get weirder with recent marketing stunt in New York where Dragon was seen on top of Empire State Building. What occurred to be planned event has scared many and made everyone talking about the dragons. I don't claim it and I don't deny it. I am just a messenger of these theories, but I do get the point why some people believe it so immensely. Drake Passage has one of the most dangerous waters imaginable. There is a say that passing through it is like escaping from the mouth of dragon. You cannot make this up. DragonWex project is Drake Passage Southern Ocean wave experiment run by University in the UK, where they use satellites, radiosondes, and radars to directly measure the waves over the Southern Ocean and Drake Passage near 60s, the reference to the dragon with the name DragonWex. Again, where does this all come from? But let's not forget the sea monster legends from the Drake Passage. There are tales of krakens, gigantic octopuses capable of devouring entire ships, described as suddenly emerging from the depths. And also the legend of Leviathans, enormous sea serpents that could swallow boats with a single swing of their jaws. While some accounts were clearly fantastical, others may have been inspired by real sightings of marine life like giant squids, misinterpreted as mythical krakens. These legends of sea monsters have left a lasting legacy in the maritime culture of the Drake Passage. Let me know your thoughts on those theories in the comments below.